So Arsenal announced a new contract for one of the most sought-after young players in world football. This could be massive for the future of Arsenal Football Club. Also, there's more injury stories that are coming out for the Man City vs Arsenal game. We're going to get into that. We've got loads to talk about. But before we get into it, if you do enjoy this daily Arsenal content, do me the favour of just giving me a thumbs up on this video. And don't forget, Sunday, Man City vs Arsenal. We're doing a live watch along, so make sure you join me. So let's get into it. So, Ethen Nwaneri, the youngest Premier League player of all time, commits his future to Arsenal amid a massive amount of interest from other clubs. Massive clubs as well. Man City, Chelsea, other clubs as well. And Arsenal were able to sign this player down. This is literally massive because this is the kind of player that can come in and make a difference in future years. And Mikel Arteta was a massive part of the reason into why he committed his future to this club. Just listen to what Fabrizio Romano said about this, okay? So, Ethen Nwaneri has turned down 3 important proposals to stay at Arsenal and sign his first pro deal. And I'll tell you why this is significant, because Fabrizio Romano only talks about the biggest and best players in the world, okay? When was the last time you remember him talking about a 17-year-old signing his first pro contract? So the reason he's talking about it is because there was big interest from different clubs. Massive offers apparently on the table from Man City, Chelsea. And he decided to commit his future to Arsenal. You know, there's something special. There's something exciting about a player that's sought after by other clubs that commits his future to Arsenal, because it just shows you and proves to you that when he breaks through, you know, he's going to be playing for that badge on his chest. You know, he's not someone who's coming in to play around. He's not coming for money. He's coming to play for the badge on his chest. And I love players like that. You know, he knows there's teams sniffing around that, let's be honest, have had a more successful recent history than Arsenal. And he still commits his future to the club. You know, he's saying, listen, I know you guys are probably going to win trophies, but I want to win trophies with this club. And that's why I'm so happy and excited for this signing. But then that leaves you asking the question, where does he fit in? Is there going to be opportunities for him to break through in the next year or two? I mean, there probably has to. That was probably part of the deal. You got teams like that sniffing around. You have to give reassurances to a player like this and say, listen, we have a pathway. This is the pathway. This is what we're expecting to happen. But, you know, we can still discuss what we think that's going to be, because who does he replace in this team? You know, we got players like Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira. Do you put this guy ahead of them in the pecking order? Not straight away, like right now you don't, of course. But I think you probably need to start integrating him next season. And it'll be interesting to see what Mikel Arteta does do. Will he send him out on loan? Or will he throw him straight in? Will he give him some cup games? Will he start bringing him on as the substitute appearance on the sort of 60th, 70th minute? Try and get some game times in his legs and just see where he is. And then that leaves us questioning what does happen with Smith-Rowe and Fabio Vieira. Do we ship these guys out in the summer to allow a pathway to open up for Nwaneri? Let me know your thoughts. If you had the option, Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira or Nwaneri, do you sell them guys to allow a pathway to open up for Nwaneri? It'd be interesting to see people's opinions, so make sure you let me know. Because it will be difficult next season to try and give him quite a lot of minutes. I mean, if he's good enough, he's going to be old enough. But, you know, we are in a title race. It probably would have been easier for a player like this to break through, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. You got less expectation on you. You know, you can afford to make some mistakes and stuff like that. But when you're in this pressurized environment, it's very difficult to throw him on, knowing that every single point is crucial. Knowing you're fighting in the Champions League, you have the quality to go on and win it. Premier League, you have the quality to go on and win it. So not only do you have to show you're at that level, you know, you have to slot straight in and allow there to not be that much of a drop-off. Do I think he has the ability? Yes. Like I said, this is one of the most exciting young players in world football. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. That's just exactly what this guy is. The level of dominance he has at his age category is almost scary. You know, his strength, his low centre of gravity, the things he can do with a ball, the way he manipulates a ball and just keeps it far enough away from the player so they can't tackle him, uses his body well. There's a lot of excitement around this player. So I'm excited to see what he can do next season. And also, it's exciting because we haven't had sort of a crop of players break through since we've had Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Reece Nelson. There wasn't many guys behind them that was able to make that jump up. You know, Saka's, 22 years old now? And we got Ethen Nwaneri, who's 16, 17, and he's sort of the next guy that we're probably looking at and thinking he has the ability to go. And we've also got Lewis Skelly, who's probably in that similar sort of mould, who does have the ability to go up. But the crown jewel is unquestionably Ethen Nwaneri. So just let me know, what do you do? Do you send him out on loan next season, or do you integrate him into the team? So Let's talk about the Man City versus Arsenal game. I said there's going to be evolving stories, the closer we get to this Sunday. And that's exactly what we're getting now. Had news come out, Kyle Walker, John Stones still not in training for Man City. Now, does that mean they're not going to make the game? No, because we know what happens. We know the mind games that are being played. The tricks that be played all the time. These guys are trying to get the edge on the other competitor at all times. So you never know what to believe. There's a press conference in 20 minutes, 1:30. Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola. I'm interested to listen to them. But are we going to learn much? Probably not, let's be honest. If you want an injury update, you don't even have to listen to that because I can tell you what Mikel Arteta is going to say. Mikel, can we have an injury update, please? Well, we still got another session. We'll see how they get on and then we'll make the decision. It's the same answer that's given time after time. He doesn't show his cards too early, Mikel Arteta. None of the managers like to. You want to keep things mysterious because, like I said, you don't want to give an edge to the other manager or the other team. So I'm still excited to listen to the press conference, though. We're still going to learn things. And, of course, when we do, I'll be putting them in tomorrow's video. So make sure you tune into that as well. But based on my video that I put out yesterday, there's a lot of positivity going into this game. Like I said, the past few years, we're going into a Man City game and we're just hoping that we don't get battered. I'm asking for score predictions, and most of them, the most common reply I got was 3-1 to Arsenal. And I agree we're definitely capable of going there and doing that. But do you know how much of a statement that would be? Do you know what kind of message that would send out, not only to the Premier League, but teams in Europe as well? If we rock up to the Etihad and beat Man City 3-1, that will be a historic win, not only in terms of the result, but in terms of what that could do for Arsenal going forward. What kind of signal that could send out for other teams, and the way that they would interpret Arsenal would be massively different to the way it is now. Everyone knows Arsenal is a team that's on the come up. We're a team that's nearly there. We've got so many young players and we're just waiting for it to click. If we beat Man City at the Etihad, this could be the start of the next level of the journey, honestly. In terms of injuries for Arsenal, I haven't heard any more whispers yet. Like I said, 1 minute I'm heard that Martinelli and Saka's definitely missing the game. The next I've heard they're working on the training pitch and sort of secretly to try and put a tactic together. I don't know what one to believe. It could be either one. We're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully Mikel Arteta gives us an inkling on Saka and Martinelli, because I think they're so important. Obviously Gabriel as well. I think the Gabriel one at the time was even billed as a precaution, so you would expect Gabriel to definitely be available for the game. If it's a precaution, it doesn't mean there's necessarily an injury. There might be a slight sort of twitch or a niggle that you just want to keep on top of, and I think that's where we are with Gabriel. I'm 95% that Gabriel starts this game. It's just them two wingers that we need to watch out for. Those are the ones I'm going to be looking for clues from Mikel Arteta. I'm going to be reading the body language and see what he comes out with. Let me know your thoughts on everything you've heard in this video. What do you think about the Man City injuries? Do you think Stones and Walker are actually injured? Or do you think this is kind of similar to what Mikel Arteta's doing? Like I said, before you go, just do me the favour of giving me a thumbs up on this video. Just like it. And subscribe. And I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Gooners, have a good day.